breaking news which is coming in after Prime Minister Modi and Xi Jinping's meeting. Now you have a reaction coming up from AIMIM chief and MP Asaduddin Owaisi. He questions Prime Minister Modi, asking what is the Prime Minister trying to hide. Our PM is asking for a meeting with China. That's the big breaking news. What is the Prime Minister hiding is what Asaduddin Owaisi has said after the Prime Minister met Xi Jinping. Remember, India on its part has very categorically said that you cannot have border issues, and it is the onus on both the nations to ensure that there is tranquility at the borders. And now you have this reaction coming in from Asaduddin Owaisi. He is asking what the Prime Minister is trying to hide. Well, we'll get you more details of that. Let me go across to one of our reporters, Shivani, who will be joining us shortly. But that's the big breaking news. But it's also important for us to point out exactly what has been said in the clear and loud message which has been given to China after Prime Minister met Xi Jinping. He has said, you must bear in mind the bilateral interests of the two nations, India and China, and we must handle the border issue properly. Jointly safeguard peace and tranquility at the border. This is something that the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson had also said. Remember, the Prime Minister and Xi Jinping are meeting for the first time since the standoff at Galwan, which had happened. This is 281 days after that encounter which had happened in Bali during the G20 summit. Prime Minister Modi, Xi Jinping finally have made this massive breakthrough, at least regarding the boundary row between India and China. There was a very short interaction the two of them had at Johannesburg on the sidelines of the BRIC, where Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Modi had spoken to each other, where Prime Minister Modi had even clarified that maintaining peace at the border areas and respecting the LAC are essential for normalizing ties between the two nations, putting the onus then on China. Let me go across to Shivani. Shivani, now Asaduddin Owaisi is one of the first opposition leaders, we expect more so, to question this meeting with Xi Jinping.
See, Asaduddin Owaisi has now questioned this meeting with Xi Jinping, and as we've already seen during the BRICS summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Xi Jinping. They shook hands after Galwan for the first time, and this is a good indication. And we also see a lot of deliberations are taking place along the line of actual control. The meetings are happening. The 19th round of talks have already been done on 13th and 14th of August. And apart from this, from 18th to 22nd of August, the talks were on between the major generals of both the countries. And it's important to understand here that India has been pursuing China for disengagement from the friction points, and most importantly, the Depsang Plains and also the Demchok area, where there have been tense structures from China, and India also wants to resume to the patrolling in these areas, especially the Depsang Plains. But now Asaduddin
Owaisi has questioned the meeting, and he has said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has kept the country dark upon whatever is happening along the line of actual control. And we know how Rahul Gandhi, when he was meeting people in Ladakh, he is still in Ladakh, he had also questioned the same. And now after this eventful meeting that was between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Xi Jinping, the President of China, this question has come from Asaduddin Owaisi. And we've been seeing how the opposition has been questioning the government on the issue of India and China's friction points and the standoff that has been there for over 3 years now. And now Asaduddin Owaisi has once again asked the Prime Minister to keep and said that the country must be told about what's happening along the line of actual control between India and China, and transparency shall be maintained.